Bowlers deliver another easy win for England. England eased past hapless Sri Lanka to seal the opening ODI by 5 wickets, chasing down 185 in 34.5 overs, in Durham to bag a 1-0 lead. Chris Woakes, playing his first ODI since September 2020, ended with figures of 10 overs 18 runs 4 wickets as Sri Lanka collapsed to suffer their 4th defeat on the tour. Sri Lanka walked into the contest with 3 debutants. With apparent lack of ODI experience, they already had their one hand tied behind their back. In the 11, apart from the debutants, the side had one player with an experience of 1 ODI, 1 had featured in 6 and only 3 have played more than 20. Kusal Perera was the only player with an ODI century. To put things in perspective, Owen Morgan with his 244 ODIs had played more matches than the whole of the Sri Lankan 11. The onus was on Perera to drive the side forward, and to some extent, he did manage it. His blitz early on meant Sri Lanka had 47 on the board in the power play despite losing 3 wickets. His score of 73 had laid the platform for a fighting score before the collapse happened. Within, Perera scored at a strike rate of more than 200 in the first 10. Wahindu Hasaranga, the other batsman with a 50 in the innings, took time to settle in and was on 10 off 30 at one stage. In the 19th, Hasaranga opened his arms and took on Adil Rashid to find some rhythm. Sri Lanka had made good progress and were 143 for 3, with Hasaranga and Perera making 99 of the 4th, before Woakes left them hurting once again. Hasaranga fell to Woakes' short ball while Dhananjay Lakshan was caught at first slip. Moeen Ali removed Ramesh Mendes, but the big wicket came in the 33rd over when Perera was caught in the deep on the leg side trying to take on David Willey. There wasn't much from the other batsmen once Sri Lanka slipped to 152 for 7, but England were slightly guilty of being sloppy. Chamika Karunaratne and Bainura Fernando presented 2 run-out opportunities, but the hosts managed to fluff both. Joe Root then dropped the regulation catch at first slip to give Karunaratne another reprieve, none of which would prove costly against the inexperienced Sri Lankan side. England were in no mood to mess around the chase and raced to 54 for 1 in the first 5. Liam Livingstone struck a 6 but fell in the 5th for 9 to Chamika Karunaratne. Bairstow was in a hurry and had already smashed 43 off 20 when Bainura Fernando found the inside edge into the stumps. There was a slight wobble as England soon found themselves in a bit of a hole at 80 for 4 with Morgan and Sam Billings 2 dismissed in quick succession. Joe Root got a half-century and scored 91 with Moeen to ease the side past the line. Things, however, could have been a bit different had both Root and Moeen not been dropped. Brief scores: Sri Lanka 185 for 10 wickets in 42.3 overs, Kusal Perera 73, Chris Woakes 4 wickets 18 runs. England 189 for 5 wickets in 34.5 overs, Joe Root 79 not out, Dushmantha Chameera 3 wickets 50 runs.